and welcome to another episode of Nerd Alert. We have some fantastic topics to talk about today, but first I want to introduce you to a brand new guest. Yeah, that's right. It's his first time on the show, but we have appeared together before in other aspects. This is John Steven Rocha.
Hello, everybody.
I tried to pronounce it properly,
Yeah.
and we'll see how that worked out.
Thanks.
John is, of course, the host of Far, Far Away and cast of characters on Geek Nation, the Top 10 show, and he does the Walking Dead reviews like I do,
Yeah.
but for Collider Video and not this network. And
The Flash.
And The Flash.
Recap, yeah.
And you just recently did Supergirl as well.
Yeah, I just guested on Supergirl yesterday, which was a blast because I love that show.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we also appeared together on
we
Movie
did.
Fights, and
Yes, we did.
contrary to popular belief, we don't hate each other. Because
Are
I
people
invited
saying
him here
that?
today.
Are we people saying
You know,
that?
people think things are more acrimonious, and they.
Oh.
It's all Hollywood, everyone.
It's not movie hugs, it's movie fights. Last I checked, it's movie
You
fights.
got to come out swinging,
That's
and you
right.
got to respect each other
That's
for
right.
it. That's just the way it goes.
Equals.
But we are going to talk a lot about movies this week.
Cool.
Not a surprise. When I have the science girl on, we talk about science. When I have the movie guy on, we talk about movies. So get ready for this. And we're starting with Captain America: Civil War, which will be out in May of 2016. And this marks the beginning of Phase 3. And with it, we're going to watch the perhaps, I hate to say phase again, but phasing out of certain aspects of Marvel Phase 2.
Yeah.
So we see this is the beginning of Chadwick Boseman, and perhaps closer to the end of Chris Evans.
Possibly, yeah, that's the rumor because of his contract. It was only a 3-movie contract, and so the rumors were, and he kept saying like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to come back. I don't know if I want to come back. And so it's more of that, and there's rumors that the guy playing Bucky will take over. There's also rumors that Anthony Mackie could take over because that's what happens in the comics, that Falcon takes over Captain America.
Which one would you be more comfortable seeing take over the Captain America mantle?
I would be, with the way they've set up the movies, I would be happy with Bucky taking over or with Captain staying. Like, I like Chris Evans as Captain America. I think he's fantastic in that part. I don't know if that actor who plays Bucky has as much personality or strength.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I like Sebastian Stan, but I
Yeah, that's his
don't
name,
know
right.
that he's a strong enough standby or
Yeah.
a pillar that Captain America is. I think he works maybe as a peripheral character.
Right.
But I don't know yet. He could surprise us. We don't
Sure.
know for sure, but from what I've seen, I don't know if we're ready for that yet.
Yeah, and I think we need a little more time with Anthony Mackie to establish himself as Falcon. He's still kind of in Captain's shadow, and I think they need to give him a little bit more to do. Like they kind of did with Ant-Man, having him appear in Ant-Man. That was great, but I think a little bit more time with the movies, and then maybe if they wanted to do the transition down the line, it would work more effectively.
For sure. We also have, with this campaign, they've marketed heavily with Whose Side Are You On?
Yeah.
Captain America, who is very not interested in registration.
Yeah.
And
Iron Man?
Tony Stark,
Yeah,
who
Tony
was
Stark.
really into it for some reason, which, okay, I don't know if it's
Yeah.
been set up the same way that it may have been set up in the comics
Right.
with secret identities, because that doesn't really matter right now.
Yeah, yeah.
In the cinematic universe, that is. So I think they're going to have an uphill battle making his side as desirable
Yeah.
or something you could agree with as an audience member.
Well, it's interesting because in the comics, it's based on the fact that there was a reality show with these kids who had superpowers, and then stuff went wrong, and it was like, okay, well, we've got to put a control on this, and it made kind of sense in the comics, but I don't think they laid out the argument as effectively for both sides. So you naturally went to the Captain America thing because most of us don't want to be put under government control, don't want to be monitored, don't want to be made to do or say or act in a certain way. So it was easier, But I don't think they're going to do the superhero TV reality show in this time. It seems like what they're saying
It's
is
too much.
right, and it seems like the mistakes they made in Avengers 2, they did that to lay the groundwork for Civil War and the stuff with Vision. All that, I think Tony's going to want to have more control. And it plays into the character of Tony Stark more, which is this idea that he's constantly evolving in his points of views about things from movie to movie. He was this playboy, and now he wants to be the guy in charge of this whole, registration act. But the trailer was kick-ass.
Oh, it was great.
Good gosh.
I really enjoyed that trailer. Unfortunately, it went on the part of the week where we didn't film
Oh,
right
right.
before
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to talk about it too much. But I
Yeah.
did really enjoy the final scene with the three of them fighting each other was
Oh,
fantastic.
so good.
And I did like seeing all of the different characters coming to odds with each other. It looks like, I don't know if we're going to see for Infinity War the
Yeah.
same kind of story or the same kind of setup that we're used to in Avengers films, which is, these core six,
Yeah.
and then, we're all going to band together.
Yeah.
I don't see this coming away unscathed.
Yeah, and they're interesting because they're what? They introduced Scarlet Witch, they introduced Vision. You see in the trailer they're going to introduce Black Panther. You know, Ant-Man came in at the end of Ultron, at the end of Avengers: Age of Ultron. So there's all these people coming in, and then we have Spider-Man.
Yep.
So there's all kinds of stuff that is possible now, and who knows what side they're going to be on. I like the fact that they're separating Hawkeye from Black Widow. You know, they're playing that game, or Black Widow from Captain America, rather. She's going to be on Tony Stark's side.
What's funny to me is that we're supposed to see this as, this huge clash between Captain America and Tony Stark, but they haven't been built up as the, close friends and
Yeah.
that they had been in the comics.
Right.
I'm looking more at, Black Widow has the closer relationship with Captain America and the closer relationship with Hawkeye.
Yeah.
They've always clashed with each other, Tony and Steve.
Yeah.
They've never really, if you look at the Avengers movies, it's just again and again and again, they always clash. It's
Yeah.
not like this is the dissolution of a wonderful relationship.
Right.
It's-
And there's a meme going around on Facebook, like doing a text message between them, which is hilarious. We said, I thought we were friends. Really? Because when we did this, this, and this, it doesn't seem like we were friends. And
don't
you said
think
this,
we've
this,
ever
and
been
this.
friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Male friendships are hard.
Listen, they're complex. You ladies might not think so, but they can be complex sometimes.
I know, I'm kidding.
But I like but it would be more believable with Hulk and Thor being friends. Because there's a commonality in strength, in respect for each other's strength. With Steve and with Tony, there's always this butting of heads of how things should be done. And I think that's why it's when he says, "I thought I was your friend" at the end of the trailer. I thought it was a good
It
line,
did
but a
hurt
little bit
a
of a
little bit,
wasted
though.
line. Yeah, yeah.
I hate to bring up another show because we're not competing. But I was filling in on Crave and we were talking about this, and the point was brought up that maybe that is what he sees as friendship because he is so alienated and kind of not a normal person emotionally.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it really hurt him. That was one of the great parts of the trailer was, this moment of subtlety and in an otherwise bombastic trailer where he's just like, I thought we were friends. And it hurts a little bit.
Yeah.
If that's what constitutes as a great friendship for him, because he is a loner in a lot of ways.
Well, and this is what occurred to me too, is we've seen in Ultron and we've seen here, like, where's Pepper Potts? I thought the whole establishment at the end of Iron Man 3 was that Pepper was now like as equal to Tony Stark and going to be a part of his life, but it seems like he's running off half-cocked again.
Nope.
without
Pepper
her.
and Jane get thrown away in a one joke.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep. So it's weird that way.
Sorry. Audience, what do you think for what's going to happen in Marvel Phase 3? This seems to be the very beginning or the end or somewhere. Let us know what you think below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more.